I mean, they're asking a lot from you. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You just was under house arrest for a really long time.
Listen to this. They organized. First of all, someone was going to assassinate Lang in the penitentiary, Matthew Colby. And somebody told Matthew, don't do it. And I think don't share this with anyone. I think it was a faceless asset in the prison that didn't let them shoot Lang. They kept him alive. Lang knows something that they want. Something very important. They sent Lang to the same house I was in. That was the Faceless that set that up. Barrick Johnson is a faceless asset. Barrick sent me there, kept me there. Then they brought Lang to the house. And since I couldn't get the answer, they extended the bail. They want something he has, amigo. But the only way I can get it is to make Lang trust me, amigo. And how the is he gonna trust me? If I can manage that, the most powerful man in the city, if the Faceless can be believed. But at this point, I don't have no reason to doubt them. It is true because their operations have been on pause for 3 months. I have heard nothing of the worm. I have heard nothing of Hassan Al-Ghub. I have heard nothing of Dr. Ryan Keeger. I thought when I returned, all of that would have been like processed. I thought this entire city would already been like brought to ashes. They have been waiting. It's been on pause. I think whatever act is gonna happen, they want us to be the spearheads. But first, they need this thing from him. But what if I can't get it?
Well, like I said, the one thing they told me, the one thing that I remember, is that failure is not an option. As for how you get close to that old pinche, I don't know. I don't know. Only thing is, I've seen in like the movies, right? Like, let's say you break your bail, you get into prison, and you said they had a faceless asset in prison. What if you stage a fake assassination attempt? What if on the yard somebody tries to assassinate Lang, but you save him? And then that gets you in Lang's good graces. And then over time, you and him just start hanging out a little bit through prison, and then shit, you're gonna be in there for nine whole years.
Amigo, Matthew Colby is in the penitentiary. He's in there with Matthew. What if I get all the my like lifers trying to kill his ass, and then I step in and I say, guys, squash it.
Lang with me. No, not even that. They try to kill him. You come out of nowhere. Hey, disarm them. You beat up everybody.
What the was
Next
that?
thing you know, it's you and Lang.
Like you want me to headshot all of them?
No, you fight them, right?
I could. I mean, it's not a
right as he's about to stab Lang, right as they about to stab Lang, you grab his hand. You're like, no, and then and then they're all knock out, and then it's just you and Lang, and then then you go. Then he goes, thank you, and you go, nah, don't mention it. I didn't do it for you, and then you walk away, right? And then that's gonna trigger an ancient, old, primitive, evolutionary instinct. You'd be like, wait, what? What is this guy doing? Then it's gonna make him curious. Then instead of you coming to him, he's gonna come to you. He's gonna be like, why did you do all that? You'll be like, don't talk to me. Then that's when you gotta be like, get away from me. And then that's where it's gonna make him, like. So
I gotta play. I gotta play hard to get with him.
Yep. Well, unknown number.
Okay.
All right. Well, what do you need me to do?
Tomorrow, amigo, I'm gonna cook up a plan all night for what we're gonna do, both in Fudge, and tomorrow to get my ass into the prison. Okay, we'll have to make it something like a spectacle. And
maybe like a bank truck turned into a cop shootout.
See, something like that, of course.
listen, when you get into prison, that's what really matters. That's when you gotta stage something, whether it's an assassination attempt that you stop, get into good graces of Lang, because I'm telling you right now, brother, failure is not an option.
Tomorrow I will have the plan and I will brief you with it.
And one more thing, I don't know, like, I guess this was a bit ago. After you went away to Guarma, or well,
What if we
I guess
kill
no one's
Matthew
around.
Colby, amigo?
That might be put you in the ultimate good graces.
No, that's bad. Listen, tomorrow. Okay, no, but continue. Because I'm on trial, amigo. They're gonna say I'm a murderer.
Well then, but I guess nobody's around. But after you went to the purgatory, and after I got blooded out of the besties, shortly, like a week or two after, Lane called me, and he asked me to come work for him.
Did he really?
Yeah. I told him about what I was doing on Fudge, and he said that you're only going to last 2 days. Leave everybody and come work for me.
Amigo, let me ask you something. Would you say yes to that?
I'm going to be honest. I was alone, and I still think about it to this day. But I ultimately believe I made the right decision. I mean, the main reason why I said no is because of what he did to you.
Amigo, the Dark Lord called you and you deny him?
Well, that was the second time. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't told this to anybody, but when I came back from me being gone for a while, and I was gonna join the besties, the same day that the besties asked me to come work for them and join them was the same day Marty Banks and Lang Buddha called and asked me to come work with them on their block. And then obviously I went over to the besties, and fast forward after you went away and everybody else, after you went away and I got blood out of my gang, then he called again and he asked me to come work for him, and I said no again. But I definitely, that was a decision that wasn't easy, because I mean, shit, when you have nothing and a guy like him, I've never heard of you speak of a man so highly and with so much fear and whatever. I mean, you talk about this man like he's some sort of god, and yeah,
I mean, there must
I
be some
heavily
reason.
debated it.
There must be some reason why they call him the Dark Lord, amigo.
Yeah, well, I heavily debated
This is what
going to work
this is
for
what
him.
I've been thinking, yay. These ones are real desperate to find out something from him. Like, there is something Lang know or have.
Lang is a man with many secrets. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Do you remember that underground?
That's what I'm saying, amigo.
Tunnel
That's what I'm saying. Did you ever mention that to anybody?
Nope, not a word to nobody.
Okay, good.
And for some reason I didn't. No, because
I
in
didn't
reality,
either. It's like instinctually,
well,
I haven't
I don't
either.
know
By the
why
way,
I didn't.
Even after
I don't know why I didn't. Yeah, because he you over and he me over so many times. I was thinking of maybe just twatting it out.
No.
Just being like, fuck you.
It's good instinctively. I didn't either. Here's the thing, yay. I'm more comfortable this way. Don't worry. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah, you hungry?
See. I'm still institutionalized. I'm just gonna chill here for a second. But
There.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
the only difference I had with that bastard was two things. The first thing was like the whole somebody leaking shit, and the Faceless wanting to find out who the leak is, and they're gonna ice him. it turned out being Larry Knox. Nobody, I mean no one, in the Faceless, any of the assets, no one went after Larry. At the end,
I
it
didn't
was...
go after Larry. Yeah.
At the end, it was Lang that did the pass on him. Now, consider that. The next thing that we had a problem with was Brandon is the one who pissed off Lang. He did some shit that was out of place, like he wasn't supposed to do. And Lang's like, man, f this guy, and shot him right in the face. Those are the only two errors. Is the Larry, and Lang was saying, listen, like, why are you gonna kill like someone? What if the leak is in your crew? You're gonna kill your own crew member? For who? For these Faceless? Who are they? He says. Like, why? Why are you gonna do that? I mean, at the time I thought he had a point, but like, there's no way. Like, if they, you know, like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go up against the Faceless? It's impossible. So it was him not wanting to sell out someone in his crew if they turn on the Faceless and pretty much shooting Brandon. That was the issue.
I mean,
what if we find out that he has like a I know, what if we find out like he has the ability to fly and like float around?
Lang?
See, or like, you know, shapeshift into a bat. Or I don't know, he just has
I've heard stories of this guy, I'm not gonna lie.
But what I'm saying is,
And
what if
of
he,
all the shit.
what if he offered a third time for you to work with him?
I'm gonna be honest, the only thing stopping me from working with him was I had a crew that was being built and I was the leader, and they looked to me. I didn't want to abandon them, but on top of that, it just wouldn't make sense because that man shot you down. And I remember one of the last thing you told me before you left for a while was that everybody's gonna get theirs. Hydra, Lang, Nino. So I just kept that in the back of my mind, and it wouldn't make sense for me to work for him. But he asked the third time if you were in, and I don't see why I wouldn't be.
But what if it made you turning your back on all the... It's a lonely, it's a lonely road, amigo. It's a real lonely road.
That I would have to think further on. But I mean, shit, man, I've been told you, bro. A big reason why I made this crew is so that when you got home, you'd have something to, you know,
look, it's them,
somewhere
amigo,
to be,
it's
somewhere to belong.
It's them. Look. You see that? The helicopter to the left?
Yeah, we're going to St. Cuda. Should we go check it out?
I need to rest. Old man now.
All right, well, that's basically it. Oh yeah, and something funny that happened, I guess, while you're gone. Lang owes me $1.8 million, and I'm supposed to have all of North Cyprus.
What do you mean you're supposed to have all of North Cyprus?
Well, Lang apparently is addicted to gambling, so I use that against him. Me and him did some dice rolls. Next thing you know, he's down 1.8 million in the hole. And he says, how about this? Let's play a basketball game of basketball. If I win, I own everything he has. Everything from the old Cerberus building to Rooster's Rest to everything in North Cyprus. And me and him have still yet to play that basketball game.
Amigo, I don't think he owns North Cyprus or with any of them. When they came over to visit, he didn't talk to any of them. He just turned his back.
You need a drink?
Amigo, no one, like all the people that come in, yeah, he didn't talk to them. Alfonso,
all I'm saying is he owed me 1.8 million,
Skipper,
and I need it back somehow.
Schmipper and everyone pulling up, amigo, and he don't talk to any. He don't give a shit.
Yeah, well, I need that money somehow.
He confessed to crime he did, and the only evidence they had was his confession. They didn't even have a trial. He just said it was me. Sentenced me. I did it. I must pay for my sins. They charged his ass $2 million, so I don't even think you're gonna ever get that money back.
Well, and I'm cooked. But that's it. That's all I wanted to fill you in on. And that is a good question. If Lane came and talked to me a third time, then I don't know, man. I don't know. Are you about to go to bed here? Lay and watch the stars?
I have to dream of some other place, if you know what I mean.
All right. You sleep well.
I'll see you tomorrow.